Hello, Mike Butcher with TechCrunch, and I'm here with Ryan Williams, one of the co-founders of Cadre, which is a startup which is trying to disrupt the real estate market for technology. Now, Ryan, you guys have raised a heck of a lot of money, haven't you?
Yes,
from Thrive Capital, General Catalyst, Coastal Ventures. The last round was quite big as well, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, first, thank you for having me. The last round was a $50 million round. We have great backers, as you mentioned.
Yeah. So obviously you've raised this big chunk of money to go after a very, very big market.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What's the scale of the problem you're dealing with?
Yeah. Look, I mean, I think you take a step back, and the financial services industry accounts for more than 25% of the global economy. Within that, one of the largest verticals is real estate, and we think we're pretty uniquely positioned to disrupt the fundamental way buyers and sellers connect. We think we've architected a team, both from a product engineering standpoint, but also from a financial services standpoint, that lets us actually realize the mission and the vision of our company.
So you're really going after a market at the moment is using fairly old-fashioned software to do investing in real estate.
Yes.
What sort of things are they using right now?
Yeah, I mean, look, my background is really both technology and financial services. I spent a lot of time at a large institutional investment shop where we used Excel, we used relationships, right? And when there are those relationships, there's asymmetry in access. And we think leveraging technology to power a more efficient way for people to buy and sell, but also data and information to kind of level the playing field is our opportunity, and we think we're going to execute on it.
So you're starting in New York. How are you geographical in New York?
So we're now, yeah, sure. So we're now a national platform. So we began hyper-focused in the New York metro area. We've expanded now to the West Coast, and we think we have a global opportunity. And so the opportunity and the goal for us is to continue to drive innovation and creativity within our company.
I mean, what do you think is going to move the needle in this space particularly? Is it the platform, the kind of people you're hiring?
Yeah, I think that the biggest differentiator is human capital in our business, right? And that, in many ways, is why there's been this antiquated, way of investing, and why certain players have dominated the market. We think that we've uniquely equipped and assembled a team, both from an engineering and technology standpoint, but also from an investing standpoint, where I oftentimes say the two worlds have collided. In our model, they're collaborating, right? And I think that that's the opportunity. So our head of product is formerly a senior designer at Square, Andrew Borofsky. One of my lead product managers is formerly at Blackstone, and we're coming together to collaborate in a unique way. And I think that that's the opportunity we have at hand.
A skeptic might say that the property world is so old-fashioned and so immured in its own history that a technology play has little chance of breaking through those sort of closed doors, that very sort of old environment. I mean, do you think you guys have got a chance?
I know we have a chance, and I know we're going to disrupt the way buyers and sellers connect. And the exciting part to me is, look, it's not just real estate, right? There are other alternatives that have the same issue with lack of access, lack of efficiency, and we think, again, we're uniquely positioned to realize the opportunity, and it's evident in our backers, it's evident in the millions and millions of transactions that we've closed on our platform. And I think it's also evident in the fact that you're already seeing large institutions like Goldman Sachs, who's one of our investors, realize that Cadre is at the forefront of that next wave of innovation.
Is it in the interests of your backers, many of whom are actually also involved in the property industry, to work with you, because that moves the needle on their businesses away from that old-fashioned platforms that they use at the moment?
Yeah, 100%. Look, we're fortunate that SL Green, the largest office landlord in New York, is an investor with us, and a meaningful investor. And there are others that are now slowly beginning to realize that we are the next generation of investing, and technology is powering this business model. Technology is the way and really the means with which we're going to evolve this antiquated world.
How competitive is the market, though, for what you're doing? Surely lots of other people are looking at this market and going, this is a big fat market, there will be plenty of other players involved. Surely you might be looking in your rear view mirror at that.
Yeah, look, we stay pretty focused ahead of us. We think that we have a lot of competitive advantages, one of which is the people that we brought together, another is the backers, another is the liquidity. We raised $250 million from a large family office to let us actually guarantee the funding of deals on our platform. And we have a lot of other product releases that we'll announce in the coming months that we think will also really crystallize the fact that Cadre is that transformational player within this new economy.
Let's talk a bit about your backers, because you do have some real sort of headline names there, like Coastal Ventures,
Sure.
etc., and Thrive. I mean, you haven't come out and named the family office that backs you yet, have you?
We have not, no.
Right, any particular reason?
It's a large $30 billion plus family office that we think is best kept confidential for now.
Are they players in the property world?
100%, yes. And
Right.
they've recognized that Cadre is that next generation platform for buyers and sellers to connect, and they're getting ahead of the curve. So to their credit, they've recognized what we're building. But we also have a lot of other great backers, as you mentioned. Khosla Founders,
Yeah.
SL Green, General Catalyst, and folks who have historically stayed out of this market but realize that in many ways we are the next wave of innovation.
What's the international scope for something like this? You've got a great national platform here in the US now. I mean, Asia is very, very big and hot for
Yes.
property at the moment.
Exactly. Well, look,
how would you expand there?
Yeah, look, it is a global opportunity. Jack Ma is an investor in our business, and we will at some point expand internationally. We know that our business model is universal in its scope and its opportunity. We know there's tons of inefficiencies in both access, workflow, process, and information across the board, and we plan on methodically growing and expanding as the opportunity arises.
And I should think you might possibly think of coming to London, I dare say, at some point. Oh my goodness, it's impossible to buy anything in London anymore. You need to be a Russian oligarch, I think.
Yeah, we have quite a few investors from London that are pushing us in the same way. So we think that the right time there will be the opportunity to expand.
Well, Ryan Williams, it's been fascinating talking to you. We're going to be watching Cadre with interest at TechCrunch. Just like many of the companies here at TechCrunch Disrupt, really sort of going after big markets that are, old and lumbering, and especially it really speaks to what New York is great at, actually, is going after these traditional industries with disruptive software.
You're exactly right. I always say that New York is the hub for tons of antiquated industries, right? And technology is just beginning to transform a lot of these businesses. We think that we have a really great opportunity ahead of us.
Fantastic. Well, Ryan Williams from Cadre, thanks very much for talking to us, and we're going to throw now to John Biggs on Startup Alley.